And emergency testing will
I think it's fine.
in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right now, I'll just explain a little bit of things. So obviously these guys are playing Portal 2.
Button-based testing caused this emergency.
Oh my God, Zach got a 14, like mid 14.
If you feel liquid
But they're not just playing normal Portal 2.
and apply immediate pressure to your
They're playing a modded version called Speedrun mod. And all it does is it just removes cutscenes. It's kind of like ghosting mod, but ghosting mod doesn't remove cutscenes. It's just like a speedrunning mod for Portal 2. It's like a whole nother game in your Steam library kind of thing.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient
And
or other governing body that either
and yeah, Portal 2 is a source game. So like, once again, same like Half-Life and those kind of games, TF2, CSGO. You can like strafe midair. And what is Zach's PB? I think. Well, he doesn't have that. I think he has a 32, like a high 32, but I don't think he has it uploaded. So sandbagging. Kidding.
This next test is
You gotta like fight recently. So yeah, these guys are just source movement, like the same, like I said, like CSGO movement or Half-Life or something like that. And they just like jump everywhere. In case you haven't seen them, they're like they're strafing midair, and that gives you speed. And if you time your jump, when you land, you can keep your speed. But in this game is unique. Actually, I think there's like another game that has movement like this game, but I don't remember what it was. But once you hit 300 velocity, you will lose control, which means you'll be able to strafe in like the same direction that you're going, but you're not gonna be able to like change direction. You can only strafe to keep getting speed in that same direction that you're already going. Unless you delay your hop. Zach's Portal Gun mod is awesome. Yeah, it's it's a Call of Duty thing. It's allowed, by the way. Same with Bills. Bills, I've never seen someone have like an animated one. Like Bills. It's pretty cool.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold.
So yeah.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety
So
devices have
it's
been
actually
disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions.
Zach is actually ahead by a bit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is. And I forgot to explain a couple things. In Smooth Jazz, where they pushed the cube through the door, that was possible because they had a portal next to the door. And if you push the cube through the door that's inside the portal bubble, which in front of a portal there's a portal bubble, it'll think it's like going through the portal, I think, and it just goes through the door. So yeah, once again, speedrun mod, like every cutscene is removed. So like even small things like elevators at the end here, like it's like these elevators, you're supposed to enter them like at a specific time, but like a specific time during dialogue, so that you have a fast fade to go into the next map. But because it's speedrun mod, like the dialogue doesn't even matter. So like it'll just fade pretty much instantly.
I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis.
I thought the cube got off. Yeah, this game is really buggy.
I've really let the place go since you came.
So Zach here is gonna do
Not bad.
something called a laser switch glitch, which means if you activate one laser receptacle, And let's say like there's two of them and they open a door, like in that map that he just played. You need both activated at the same time, but if you have one activated and then you activate the other one right after, they'll actually like stay on. Or no. They'll be on for like a couple ticks. And if you push against the door, it'll actually stay open. But if you're against it but you're not pressing against it, it won't open. Also, Zach did a route for laser overgoo, which is called a super reportal. Like Zach is on the map right now, or Bill is. Bill is actually gonna do intended. And yeah, there's a pixel walk there for some reason that he's trying to get on, but he's struggling. Damn, this is so fast. I like barely have time to explain stuff. But yeah, Bill right now is just doing intended for this map. There's a route you can do which consists of just a reportal, like throwing the cube in front of you and then reportaling to the end, or doing a super reportal, which just combines a ton of reportals. And a reportal, by the way, is when you stand in between two portals and the opposite portal that you're standing on, if you shoot it, it'll boost you out of the portal. And that gives you like 200 velocity, and that's called a reportal, and people abuse that for a ton of speed. And in the super reportal, you just get stuck in a wall so that it doesn't push you out immediately. Like Zach just did it again. He missed it, but you actually get stuck in the floor. You can get stuck in multiple. Oh, he's doing a backup. Yeah, don't do this backup.
I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15
okay, he actually got it.
Broken glass.
But yeah, there he did a reportal. You can just hold down mouse 1 and like if you do a setup, it'll like time the reportal right. But yeah, super reportal, you can stack a ton of reportals on top of each other. And you can get up to like a lot speed.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless?
That map, by the way, you can just shoot under.
Did you know that people with guilty consciences are
Feels intro for some reason.
by loud noise?
Zach's ahead by a bit, and their timings are actually kind of synced, which I'm glad they are because I don't really know how to sync them.
Just an interesting science fact.
So yeah, this map Zach is on also had a cutscene after hitting the catapult. You can do a thing like where you crouch at a specific time and it skips the dialogue. But Speedrun mod, the thing is just like there's no cutscene or dialogue or anything.
This next test involves emancipation drills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area.
So you can just hit the catapult and then just go to the end. This game is like really hectic. You never have time to rest. Or this mod. Logan is spamming notifications. Anyways.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically.
There's also a thing. This game uses triggers a lot. So like when you walk up, these triggers are actually invisible. But if you walk up to a trigger, there's multiple things that a trigger can do. Like for instance, it can activate dialogue, it can activate a cutscene, it can like close a door. Like after you finish a map, like Zach just did, where you enter the elevator, there's a trigger. Like even though you have a cube on a button, and there's really no way like the door should close behind you, if the cube's like placed right, there's a trigger that'll just close the door.
These bridges are made from natural light
So yeah,
that I pump in from the
there's another trigger though called.
It would be like standing
Actually, I don't know what it's
outside
called.
with the
Actually, no, I think
sun
it's just called
shining on
scripted
your face.
momentum.
It would also set your hair
And
on fire, so don't actually do it.
It sets your velocity to a certain
Sun
amount.
shining on your face.
It doesn't give
It
you
will
or
also
add
set your
velocity.
hair on
It just
fire,
sets it.
So don't actually do it.
And it's for stuff that like it's meant to for like
Excellent.
it to be
You're a
intended, and so
predator,
stuff feels
and
like
these tests are your prey. Speaking of
perfect, I guess, technically.
good
Like you
news,
so you
I
could have a
figured
perfect
out
fling
what
to
to
the
do
end.
with all the money I saved recycling your one room.
It's called a
full
catapult
bed.
trigger. Okay, yeah, that's
When
like
you
the
die,
technical
I'm
name.
going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how
But yeah,
not to have your
scripted momentum
well
and
done. In fact,
and
it
some
did so
most of the
well,
times you can
I'm going to
combine
put this
combine
on
the scripted
file
momentum with the
in
reportal
commendation
to
section.
get to like extra height or extra
This next test involves turrets.
I guess
You
length
remember them, right? They're the pale
than you
spherical
normally would,
things that are
and
full of bullets.
it's like stuff in this game line up
Back to
so
you in 5
perfectly.
seconds. Good luck.
Almost feels like the devs put him intentionally there. Like one specific map, Cape Johnson. It's like very later on, but it's just so like perfect. There's a tube at the end where if you combine the scripted momentum trigger with the reportal, there's a pipe that you hit and it's angled right. So like all you do is just tap D at a specific time and you just fly to the end.
So you may be confused
It's
about
so
the
like
passage of time. The point
insane
is,
how
yesterday was your birthday.
perfect it is.
I thought you'd want to.
So Bill did another
That
little
jumpsuit
switch
you're
glitch
wearing looks
there.
stupid.
It's just pressing against
That's
the
not
door
me
and
talking.
activating
It's right here in your
the laser
file.
receptacles
On other people it looks fine.
at the same
But
time.
right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does
So I
an
think I went
unit
over
old
everything.
engineer know about fashion? He probably... Oh, wait.
There's
It's
a lot of
she.
things that don't line up
Still,
perfectly.
what does she
Yes.
know? Oh wait.
There's also a
it
lot
says she
of
has a
things that
medical
do.
degree. In fashion. From France. I'm going through the list of test subjects in
Insane.
cryogenic storage. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a
Yeah, I
hint.
think I actually went over
It
everything.
involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long
I guess like
time.
the only things that I can bring up is where there's supposed to be a cutscene and where there isn't. Oh yeah, there's also a portal funneling mechanic, which means if you're flying down, oh, it's like this is a safe strat, and he has a 32.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize
Oh yeah,
winners.
there's also
It
placement
doesn't
helpers.
say what the prize
Portal
was
funneling,
for.
if you're
Well,
falling
I'm
down
not being
and
immune to
there's a portal below
neurotoxin.
you, and if you look at it, you'll get funneled into it.
I bet you think I forgot.
So like
about
you
the
don't really have to
surprise.
line yourself
I
up.
didn't. In fact, we're headed
It's
to your
finicky sometimes, and it's pretty annoying because sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, if you have
made it all
funneling, if you have funneling on, if you like let's say you're going, you have like 200 forward velocity.
If it makes you
Oh,
feel
Bill.
better, they abandoned you at birth.
That's super
So
annoying.
I very seriously
Cube is also
doubt
funnel,
they
by the
even
way.
want to see you.
But if you have like 200 velocity going into a funnel that's on the ground, once you go through the other side, it won't you won't keep your velocity. You'll actually just you'll have 0 velocity, so it'll just fling you straight up. If your other portal is on the ground also, your exiting portal. But if you have portal funneling on, which is allowed, you'll actually keep the velocity.
Well, you know the old formula.
And that's not really
Only
ever
equals
used
tragedy
unless you
plus
do
fun.
a really
And you
hard
have been
strat
sick
on
for
this
a
map
while.
called Crazy Box,
So I guess it's
which is
actually
also later
pretty
on.
funny when you do the math.
So yeah, Zach just did another laser switch glitch. Third map. Probably the last. It's probably the last map. I actually don't know. There's another mechanic actually that I'll just bring up later on. So Zach is going on to the part where it's just a ton of b-hopping. It's this map, another map, and then a chapter full of just b-hops.
Require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good.
This is like
That's
really
right.
where
The facility is completely operational.
you like, I guess, show how good you are. There's also a thing
got a surprise
Um,
for you after this next test.
during bunny
Not a
hopping
fake
called
tragic
CTG.
surprise like last time.
I think it's
A
actually called the
real surprise
crouch toggle
with
glitch.
tragic consequences.
And
And
if you jump
what's going on?
and then mid-air, hold crouch and jump again, and then let go of crouch, and then the next jump you don't crouch, and then you do the same thing, you just repeat. That'll actually guarantee you tick perfect hops,
The irony is you were almost at the last
and
test.
it's pretty insane. But a lot of custom map makers don't like that. Zach's gun is lit, yes. Actually, like the default way Zach's gun was placed was like so just in your face. And I told him to like just move it over right or something because it was pretty annoying. Because like you barely can see anything. But yeah, it's still pretty cool, I guess. What I don't like about it is that it does have an animation, but it doesn't have like the thing where when you shoot a portal, like just the tentacles just like freak out. It's a gun from Black Ops 3 Zombies. Yeah. Like the tentacles just freak out. It's not like the thing. It doesn't
Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do.
doesn't have, what's that thing called when you shoot a gun and like
Start down here, isn't it? They say that the
it like
old
knocks
caretaker
back or something. I don't know what you call that.
chopped up his entire
Recoil.
staff.
Okay, yeah, recoil.
Robots. All of them robots. They say at night
Then what's
they
hip fire?
still hear the screams of their replicas.
I actually have no idea what any of these terms mean. But yeah, I guess it's recoil. It doesn't recoil when
Nobody knows
you shoot a
what's
portal.
Here's an
If it had that, then it would be
I
cold.
almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but
It's actually a portal gun that Daniel has,
duplicate of himself. Nepotism.
and it's a thunder gun, and that one does have recoil, and it was so sick. And also, like when you hit a fizzler with a thunder gun,
I'll tell you.
it like does the reload animation or something. It's so sick.
And they're right. Well, I'm gonna take this well.
So I forgot to mention this thing Zach did. You saw him pick up a defect turret, and what you do is you just replace the what's it called? Yeah, just the white turret, which is like the working turret. I'm guessing they actually took the textures from Black Ops. Yeah, they like did a whole bunch of stuff. Don't really know what they did specifically, but yeah. But yeah, you replace the working turret, which is used as a template turret to let all the rest of the turrets pass through. And if you replace it with the defect turret, it'll let all the defect turrets that you use, so that like GLaDOS won't kill you later on.
Almost there.
And that's intended strat. But Bill is actually gonna do
Turret control
a
center.
pancake
Thank you very much.
pancake skip or pancake shot,
It's deciding which
which
turret's
is
sticky
you
and
shoot
which
through
is
this
tops,
door.
and it's using that
It has a
master
gap right
turret
here.
there as a template.
It's
Now,
really
if you-
precise. It's a really small gap, but with like the help of a command,
Buzzer or an
which
alarm?
shows your angle and your position and stuff like that,
You know, fair enough, the important
it's
thing is
really makes it really easy.
mentioned in the future. Bring
You
your
could just do it
daughter to
where you
work.
line it up visually, which is what I do.
And 14
But
potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realize they're
I don't know,
children,
people
but
don't do
still,
that.
Low-hanging fruit and all that. Barely science, really, is it?
I think it's faster to line it
I'm
up
pretty sure we're
visually,
going
to
the
be
right way.
honest.
Don't worry, I'm absolutely
Because like with the
guaranteeing
chords,
you 100%
you're not really
this.
looking at where your mouse is,
Okay, let's try this way.
so
All
like
right,
you're
you can't
going
use a
super
touch.
slowly. I had actually like there's a clip where I hit the pancake shot like immediately,
Ha! I knew we were going the right
but
way.
the rest of the map was
Neurotoxin
really
generator.
bad,
Bit bigger
and
than
so it's like
expected.
not a community
I'm not gonna
gold.
be able to just, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort. It's all simulated, you know. I'm afraid the doors. What are you doing? We don't know what that's about. Well done. Let's see. Do you smell neurotoxin? Hold on, the neurotoxin levels are going down.
Zach,
So whatever you're
Zach's
doing,
game,
hold on, something's wrong.
you might have noticed, looks really bright. That's because he has a matte ambient command, and it just makes everything brighter, and it's allowed. It's also a command that was allowed, or that is allowed, Mainly because in Turret Factory in normal full game, the map is really dark because you do this skip where you just go on Whitley's railing
Not so
to
fast.
skip a whole cutscene, and so he doesn't follow you till like the end with the flashlight, I think. And so that's why people use Mad Ambient to see. But this game is a little more bearable because of the fog, but it's still I use it like the whole map, the whole game. Zach here is gonna use the scripted momentum in front. On the other side of this portal is a scripted momentum trigger, and he's looking at that portal surface because if he times the shot just right, he hits a reportal. And here, this is a pipe that I was talking about. You see, you just bounce off it to the end. It's perfect. So yeah, you just combine the scripted reportal with scripted momentum with a reportal. It's only really good if you hit it really quick first try. Talking about the Cave Johnson thing. Because yes, Cave Johnson is overrated, by the way. It's not too hard of a map. It may be the hardest map, which I'm probably starting to come up to... Oh, Pancake Skip. Okay, yeah. I think I came to the conclusion that Cave Johnson may actually be the hardest map, but it's not as hard as people make it sound. I just couldn't come up with the harder map on the spot. Zach, by the way, just did a cube clip. I think how that works is you go inside the cube, and so the game doesn't want you inside a wall, so it just pushes you out. And so you just skip going through you skip like just a ton of wonking. Crazy Box is kind of yikes.
The lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group.
For
by
the
way.
second
You get
launch,
the gel.
yes.
Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke
By the way,
his leg.
what you just saw Bill do, that's
Uninformative. Or
a button glitch. He's actually doing a setup. Zach actually did it too. I think he did the same setup as Zach. But Zach failed it, and it's his setup. Oh my god, that was fast. But yeah, you can either YOLO that button glitch or just set it up. And but that button glitch, what you do is you get on the button in one tick, and I don't think the game sees you get off it or notices that you get off it, so it just stays on.
All these science
Repulsion
spheres
intro is
are
harder
made
than
of
Cave
asbestos, by
Johnson.
the way. Keeps out the science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats.
Repulsion intro is more RNG.
Science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats.
So if you consider
Let us
RNG
know
hard,
if you
then
feel a shortness
I
of
guess
breath,
yeah.
the persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos.
By the way, you're seeing Bill is shooting a portal, but he's not getting pushed out. That's because if you have a portal on the wall and you're standing on the opposite side, which you know the portal's on the wall, I mean, and the other portal that you're not standing on is if you shoot it on the ground, it won't reportal you because ground wall to ground reportals, I think that's what they're called. They were patched.
Implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But
And
if it
so
starts
sometimes
vibrating
it's really buggy and it just pushes you out.
let us know, because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you. If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalk between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of
So
nature
Zach here,
scientists
there's a seam shot there. It just hits a portal to the very end, and if you time, oh, he's not gonna do the reportal. Forgot he does a flip shot. This is just a safer strat of doing it, just flinging to the end. There's a way of doing another harder way of doing it, which is faster. You circle jump to the portal on the wall, and you reportal, and then that just flings you to the end. Zach here is doing. This is the second time we see the super reportal. So you just get stuck on the wall, and you just combine it with a ton of reportals,
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science.
He's actually, he does the Super Reportal, I think, for this map. In my opinion, Super Reportal is not really worth it on Speedrun mod because it's almost, it is faster if you do it really, really fast on like first try, which I think Zach does every time. But in normal full game, there's a cutscene, and it's really, really slow.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a text.
But in Speedrun mod, it only saves about like 10 seconds or less. So he's gonna walk into this portal, he's gonna get stuck. You see how he got sucked in? He's not gonna get pushed out as fast. So yeah, you just flick to here. And then someone playing Speedrun mod doing the normal route would already be there by now. Not really worth it, I'm telling you. So like if you miss it, like the other person will be tied with you or ahead of you, maybe, possibly.
And for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks.
But yeah, Zach is good at it. Yeah, lemon skip. Zach did not do the stuck launch on Crazy Box, but he will do a stuck launch right here. So he's gonna put gel at the bottom of this pipe, and he's gonna get stuck in between the catwalk and the pipe. And this is called a stuck launch, and the game basically thinks you're going down. So it keeps giving you downward velocity. And then once you get out of the stuck launch, you go flying down, and because there was gel at the bottom, you bounce off of it, and then you just fly at the top, and you can hit a portal, snipe it. This 2 bounce that he's doing, by the way, makes 0 sense. That the 2 that was in front of him has blue gel inside of it, but it makes the pipe bouncy on the outside for whatever reason. Like there's no way that's like a bug or a glitch or anything. They have to like have implemented that. So this map is basically a cutscene, in my opinion. The devs put blue gel in the pipe for some reason. There's no blue gel inside. That pipe is like, it's like part of like the story. It has blue gel inside of it. But you know, clip inside of it. There's no gel inside. But it's bouncy on the outside. Like what would make that too bouncy? Other than the devs intentionally making it bouncy. Anyways, Zach here, you'll notice he messed it up. You'll notice he is flying. This is like having 0 gravity, and
For God's sake, your
it's not no clip. It's called funnel fly, or like just CFG or crouch preserve. And what you do is you stand at the end of a funnel with 0 velocity, and then if you crouch and then you leave the funnel holding crouch, you'll have crouch fly. And if once you uncrouch after leaving the funnel and having fly, you'll actually you won't have the funnel fly anymore. Or you could do this CFG, which is having 0 velocity at the end of the funnel, holding crouch and then letting go of crouch, and then you leave it, and then you'll be able to leave the funnel standing up, and then you'll move faster. But if you crouch, you'll actually lose the fly. But if you enter the next map with fly, second, Bill actually did the same thing. If you enter the next map with fly, you'll keep the fly. And you can achieve the same thing with save loading in the same level. But that's SLA. And there was actually an instance of someone SLAing in this tournament, and it was pretty hilarious. But like, he still lost. Does Zach mean to do this? Because I'm pretty sure he's done this before. But yeah, anyways. I think there was something I forgot to explain. Yeah, Zach did a great shot there. Oh, it would be cool if devs reacted to Speedrun and explained why they made the tube bouncy. That would be cool. I know I've seen videos of like devs reacting to a speedrun of their game. I haven't actually, like, I just seen videos in my recommended. They're probably interested. I've actually seen one of like a new game that recently came out. I forgot what that game is called. Anyways, yeah, that would be pretty interesting.
Alright, so that last test was
So I forgot to explain Zach the map where he hit the catapult on accident. There was a great shot that the grate for some reason has a portable surface, but it's not big enough to shoot a port on it. But if you line it up correctly, like Bill is about to do, a portal will place on it. Because I don't know. Because it has a portable surface. Set it up right.
That was nothing.
Portable place. Zach, by the way, has the funnel fly again. Only for this map. Well, he had it for the map before and the map after, or which is right now.
I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that?
So here, Zach. I don't think I taught Zach how to do the. I should have taught him how to do the one where you fade in. It's called chocolate milkshake whenever. There is another one. The reason he faded out is because there's a fade out trigger, but it's not a death trigger. They're completely different things. And you still have control over your player with while your game is faded out. And if you like line up your hops, you can just go to the end and onto this next map. Is the grate technically a portable surface? Yes, the edges of it are portable for some reason. So Zach is gonna get fly again for the, what is this, the third time? You actually get fly like four times. Oh. He can't uncrouch, can he? Does he? You don't want fly here. Bill, I think he's gonna do the chocolate chip milkshake maneuver, and he missed it. He was going for it though, but it's good because like you can still do the normal chocolate chip milkshake maneuver. That's such a dumb name.
Ready for you? Obviously, who else would I be doing it for? No one.
Anyways, oh yeah, Bill here he turned off funneling. Like I said, if you enter the funnel, or if you enter the portal with forward velocity, you'll keep it on the other side, and you can just fling to the end and just skip the map. Oh, Zach is doing the whole map again. You see that he lost control. The losing control thing still applies. Who named it? The guy that I think. Actually, I don't know who named it. Probably Crazy Al. Because Crazy Al likes naming strats after. After food. For example, pancake skip. Chocolate milkshake maneuver. I think there's another one. I don't know though. Crazy Out is a a router, an insane router, by the way. He came up with a strat that he dreamt of it, and then it was actually like a thing.
Okay, look, I've decided I'm not
That's
gonna
insane.
Okay.
Chocolate chip milkshake
Just
is M
thinking back to
sushi
the old
route.
times,
Okay.
The old days when we were friends, good old friends, not enemies. And I would say something like, "Come back," and he'd be like, "Yeah, look, can't help but notice."
So these guys are in the finales. Bill's actually not that far behind. No, actually no, he is. The timer's behind by like 1 minute. Chocolate chip milkshake is M sushi route, but what about the chocolate milkshake
Ha! Death
or
trap!
vanilla milkshake?
Big break back there. Oh, ha! Was that your bullet riddled pudding flying out the roof? It was. Oh, those were the crap turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter, because I'm.
There's a thing I forgot to explain, by the way. Wall strafing and speed wall strafing. Speed wall strafing is just wall strafing against the wall.
New turrets, not
By if the wall is to your right, you hold D
unbeatable.
and you look slightly away from it, and that it'll just keep giving you velocity. And if it's to your right also, but you're on the ground, you look slightly towards it and you hold W and D. But you only get a constant velocity, but faster than just walking. The thing is, Crazy found the things years ago and now shows them to see if other people would figure it out. Chocolate milkshake is the route I do. Yes. I thought vanilla milkshake was M Sushi's route. I don't know. I think vanilla milkshake may be a normal full game route, not a speedrun mod one.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
So you see these guys have fly again. Let's just use it this next map. Vanilla is no SLA, yes. I think chocolate milkshake. Can we not name it this? Such a bad name. Chocolate milkshake. Oh look, these guys are actually like synced, but they're like a minute behind. Bill is. Chocolate milkshake is, if I were to guess, the normal strat, which these guys both did, but what Zach did at the end of laser platform, where you only do the fade out thing. You don't do the thing where it fades back in. And chocolate chip milkshake, I think, is the one where it fades in. There's actually a whole thing about this that can't even just posted. We have like any misconception. Which one brings all the boys to your yard though? Haven't heard that one yet. Pretty good. So yeah, this map normally is like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Or like 4 minutes if you don't do double bomb preserve. But speedrun mod, it's like just 1:20. Thank God. What? Oh, did Zach get a low flame? What is he doing? Oh. Uh-oh.
Core corruption at 100%.
Okay, what? Did he always have that much height? Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, here Bill is gonna do early moonshot. Just hold mouse 1 and you hold forward. And if you aim it right, you hit early moonshot, which is Zach hit it, and here Bill did normal moonshot as intended. Nice. Alright, give me a second, though. So you want to do best of 3? 35 died to moonshot? Dang. Okay, these guys are gonna do best of 3. Okay. So yeah, what's insane about that early moonshot is that Crazy Out dreamt about it, and then it was actually a thing. I think I've only had one dream about Portal 2. Was this round 1? Yes, this was round 1. The only dream I've had about Portal 2 is, I can only imagine how much you laughed at my run. I didn't laugh at it. At all. Actually, I think I did. Actually, I think I laughed at Bill's cube in Column Blocker when it just flew through the portal. So let me give Zach 1 point here. There we go. Oh yeah, the only dream I've had about Portal 2 is there's this game mode in Portal 2 called Challenge Mode. And let me give him the countdown. And the first map is Container Ride. And nobody likes to play Container Ride because it's 5 minutes long. And my run is actually like, I think it's pretty good. I did a ton of like pre-hops and stuff. But there's this one part at like before hopping through the door that I hit like a hill, like a small hill, that sloped wrongly, and I jumped on it, and so I lost a little bit of velocity. And a lot of people think that's like, it makes the run really bad. And so I think it's a good run, but like everyone's telling me how bad of a run it is, and it's still like rank 2. It's like point something behind record.
And again, welcome to the
How do you get Container Ride in challenge mode? You unlock them. There's a thing about it in the Portal 2 Discord. Portal 2 Speedrun Discord. You can actually use Zach's audio here. Okay. But I had a dream that my run, I had like a really bad run, and it was like record by a lot. Like it was, I think record is a 34 or a 35.
You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have
I'm signed out of Ivor. What?
your head. Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are
Okay, yeah, record is a 45. And I think in my dream I got like a 44 off a really bad run. And this is only because people were telling me how bad my run is.
Or is incapable of listening to reason.
That was like the only bad part about it, that I lost a ton of speed. Just because I hit the small hill wrong. These guys are synced. Nice.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids.
Top tier commentary. Yes. Thanks.
This next test is very dangerous.
So in case you don't like, or in case you don't speedrun this game but you like watching this, it's actually pretty fun. You guys should speedrun this game.
Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
This mode right here, the speedrun mod, is really like good for practice. In my opinion, I think roles could be given at some point, maybe not like right now. Why are you giving terrible life advice? Okay, yes. Speedrunning Portal 2 is more like a chore. Not really, but yeah, it's a fun game. There's barely any RNG. But
if you are a non-employee who has discovered
yeah, other than that, it's like a really good game.
Welcome. And remember,
like the b-hopping is like pretty good.
And the future starts with you.
Never start speedrunning. No, speedrun Portal 2. We need more people playing this game.
Getting this far, future starter. That said,
but yeah, this game mode or this mod.
Power remains for core testing protocols. All safety devices have been disabled. The enrichment center
speedrun Portal 2, but understand you'll suffer. Yes. I think it goes to say the same for about like every other game. What about speedrunning GTA 5? I don't know about that. Just source games in general. You guys should like just learn a source game. Source game is the source movement is super good and really fun. Like you have multiple source games that you speedrun. Portal 2, Portal 1, Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2. I can't think of anything else. Those are like just big games that I can think of the top of my head. But the main reason these games are so fun to speedrun is because of the b-hopping. You can have like insane movement,
Here we are.
and you
The
can be really good at it,
incinerator room. Be careful not. There it
and it
is.
just looks sick.
Once test good, you have the dual portal device. There.
What was I saying? There was something I was saying. Something about speedrunning this game.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me.
Speedrun Portal 2.
Not
Okay, yeah, I
bad.
guess that's what I was saying.
forgot
Speedrun
how
Portal
good you
2.
are at this. You should
Oh, no,
brace
no, there's
yourself.
something saying about the roles. People right now, like, most people
This
don't
next
think
test involves
speedrun
discouragement
mod should have,
redirection cubes.
you should be able to
I
get, like,
just finished
roles
building them before you had your,
off Discord.
well, episode.
I just realized, why am I
Well
saying this?
done.
Roles are, like,
Here come the
completely
test
useless. They
results.
don't matter.
You are a horrible person.
But in the Portal 2 speedrun Discord,
Don't let
once
that
you hit a
horrible
certain
do
time
something discouraged.
on
It's
the
just a
normal
data
Portal
point.
2 full game,
If it makes
or
you
a
feel
certain amount of
better,
points
science
on
has now
iVerb,
validated your pro-
just challenge mode,
Congratulations. Not on the
leaderboard,
test. Most
you
people
get a
emerge from
role. There's
suspension.
beginner that's when you're first starting out. I think after that is
1 moment.
advanced, or no, intermediate. Yeah, it's intermediate,
You're navigating these
beginner,
test chambers
intermediate,
faster than I can build them.
advanced,
So
and
feel free to
professionals,
slow
and then there's
down.
elite.
Do whatever it is you do when you're not. I'll give you credit. I guess you are.
But
listening
before
to
is
me.
beginner
But for the
within
record,
like
you don't
33
have to.
minutes. With like 33 minutes, yeah. But my point is that Petermont, you should be able to get rolls off of it, just not
This
now.
next test involves
The game is
amateur
not like
science aerial faceplate.
the
As
times
part
aren't
of an
too set
initiative to investigate
stone.
how well
Like
test subjects
a
could
lot of
solve
these times are
problems when they were catapulted into
uh,
space. Here's an interesting
not
fact.
correct. Like
You're
a ton of
not
people haven't
reading
uploaded their
blue.
times. A ton of
It's
people
too
are
expensive to
technically sandbagging, but not intentionally. I don't think there's someone that intentionally
Let's see what
sandbagged
the
for this
next
tournament,
test
like
is.
to be put
Oh,
against
advanced
uh,
aerial faceplates.
like
Well,
players that
have
are
fun soaring through the air without a care in the
worse than
world.
them, I guess.
I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres of broken glass by
Yeah.
myself.
Just like maybe
Oh,
a year from
sorry.
now or
I'm
less,
still cleaning out the test
or something
chambers,
like that.
so sometimes there's still trash in them, standing around, smelling and being useless.
I think the reason Ken
Try to
Even,
avoid
which is the
garbage
Portal
drifting
2
towards you. Remember before when I was
record
talking
holder
about
for both
smelly
speedrun mod
garbage
and normal full
standing
game,
around being useless?
his reason was because it's not Portal 2 or something like
Did
that.
you know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noises?
Meanwhile, Zach performed a perfect CM catapult
I'm
intro.
sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know why that went
It's
off.
actually not
Anyway,
too hard.
Just an interesting science fact.
Zach? I don't like how he's doing it very close to that wall. If you do it very close to that wall, you're gonna like not have as much time to strafe, because if you
Every
start
test
strafing
chamber
early,
is
you'll hit the
equipped
wall.
with an emancipation grill at its exit,
And
so that test subjects can.
and yeah. However, if like you're not against it, you'll strafe more. You'll be able to strafe earlier and get more
This
speed.
next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
Yeah, Bill's actually, I think, doing it the harder way. I think it's definitely harder if you do it on the other side of the laser. I haven't hit it once on that other side of the laser, mainly because I haven't really tried. I just want to say this, by the way. CM Elite is too
Look at
hard.
you, sailing through the air majestically,
Way too hard
like an
compared
eagle,
to, like,
piloting a blimp.
No SLA and
Enjoy this next test.
AMC.
I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride
Does
an
anyone else
elevator
agree?
all the way up to the break.
I literally spent
And
seven
I'll tell you about
months
the time
doing
I saw
nothing,
a deer again.
nothing but CM,
Well, you passed the test.
and
I didn't see
I'm
the
still
deer
within
today.
like 600,
I did see some humans,
650
but
some
with
points
your
of Elite, which is hard because at this level it's it's extremely hard to get points.
These bridges are made
But
from
like No
natural
SLA,
rock that I pump in from the surface.
I never play
If
it,
you
and
rubbed
I'm
your cheek on
already
one, it
like
would be like
really
standing
close to getting
outside with the
elite.
sun
And
shining on your
AMC
face.
is just a
It
carry.
would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Excellent. You're a predator.
Elite is broken.
And these tests
Yes.
are your prey.
No SLA and AMC are too easy. Yeah,
Good news.
I think so. Yeah.
I figured out
I think
what to
don't
do with all
change
the money
elite
I saved
off
recycling your
TM.
one room full of air.
I
When
guess
you're
yeah.
done,
That's not
I'm
really
going
that
to laminate your
that
skeleton
elite
and
is way
pose you
too
in the
hard
lobby.
off CM.
That way future generations can learn from
The reason
you
I said it
how
was
not
too
to
hard,
have your unfortunate well done.
it's more like
In fact, you
it's
did so
elite
well,
is
I'm going to
way
note
too
this on
easy
your
off No
file
SLA
in
and
the commendation
AMC. But the reason I said it was like too hard is because
This next test involves turrets.
it's easier
You remember them,
for-
right? They're the pale
for,
spherical things that
more
are
than
full
one
of bullets. Oh wait,
game mode.
that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't. The other way around. But yeah, in case you're tuning in, barely tuning in, these guys are playing Speedrun mod, which removes every cutscene from the game.
So you may be confused about the passage of time.
Normal full
The
game
point is, yesterday was your
is
birthday.
an hour,
I thought you'd want
basically an hour, but
that
Speedrun
jumpsuit
mod
you're wearing
is
looks stupid.
30 minutes. So
That's not
30
me
minutes of
talking.
cutscene
It's right
cut
here in
down.
your file. On
Pretty
other
insane.
people, it looks fine.
It's
But
also
right
no
where a
SLA,
scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid.
so you can't save load abuse.
What does
That's
an
what it means.
accurate old engineer know about fashion?
The rules are
He
very like
probably- I'm going through the
iffy.
list of test
A
subjects
lot of
in
stuff is
cryogenic storage.
on what SLA is and what it isn't, especially with the new lemon scope.
I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you
And,
it's kind of a surprise. So I'll
This
just
is
tell
also
you
a source game,
It involves meeting 2 people
which are
you
really
haven't
fun to
seen
run.
in a long time.
just like Half-Life is a source game, and every other after. I actually don't know about Half-Life Alex. Half-Life Alex is probably like source 2.
It says this next
And
test was designed by
same
one
with
of
also
Alistair's
CS:GO,
Nobel
TF2.
Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for.
Or pretty much every other
Well, I know it wasn't
Counter-Strike
for
game.
being immune to neurotoxin.
Oh
I
Yes.
bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed
So yeah,
to
you guys should speedrun this game. I wonder, are these commands working? The bot was
I
down.
made it all up.
Check the chat commands.
Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes
What
you
are they,
feel
like,
any
exclamation
better, they
point
abandoned you at
B
birth. So I very seriously doubt
R,
they
cat,
even want
C.
to see you.
Okay, I need to log in. Why am I getting logged out of everything?
I feel awful about that surprise.
Okay, yeah,
Tell
it
you
works.
what, let's give your parents a call right now. Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math.
I don't know what to do. Bored. Can someone do Dane skip?
I thought about our
Well, what did
dilemma,
Zach do?
and I came up with a solution that I honestly think
Is he beefing? I wonder if Zach still has that like 32 something. Zach has a really high 32.
Is looking pretty good. That's right. The facility is completely operational again.
Dang, that doesn't like laser chaining.
I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise.
You're really
like
confused on laser
last
chaining.
time. A real surprise with tragic. What's going on?
Run! I don't need to do the voice. Run!
Bill, so both these guys are actually warmed up. Just did one race. This is the. It could be the last race if Zach wins this.
Come on, come on, come on!
This may be actually like closer.
Run, for goodness sake!
Where's Bill actually?
The irony is you were almost at the last test.
Don't really know actually. Bill's like probably 30 seconds behind. But Zach could throw something for 30 seconds straight.
Come on!
How much did Zach win by the first race? I think by a minute. Like basically a minute.
What's going on in there? You're okay? Great, I heard gunfire. It's a bit late, this. Hurry!
I mean, it's still like Bill could still win this.
There's the exit. We're almost out of here.
Bill is good. Bill probably also has more practice. I guess Zach took a break, but he's just been doing like these portal stuff.
Ah, brilliant! You made it through. Well done. Okay, follow me. We've still got work to do. At least you can't touch us back here. Ooh.
These portals, yes,
Dark down
gross.
here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident. Nobody knows.
So yeah, both these guys just in the B-hop section.
I almost got a job down here.
Anyone got any questions?
Guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself. Nepotism.
Or anyone got a cool story?
Job tending to all the smelly humans. Oh, I'll tell you, humans.
Actually, I have a story
Just
right now
the way they look is great,
that happened.
and they're
It's not really
right.
too insane.
I'm gonna take this well.
Who's gonna win the Daniel versus Lethal? Probably Daniel. Actually, earlier today, like at night, actually like in the morning, it was raining hard and there was really, really bad thunder. And there was like, I got woken up at like 8 a.m. to extremely loud thunder. Like the loudest thunder. It's like if I was basically outside. This thunder hit like my street or something.
You're gonna love this.
Or like I live right next to a park, so it might have hit like a tree. I don't know. But it was super loud.
See that scanner out there?
And the flash was like
Deciding
extremely
which
bright.
targets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master
Like I want to go ask my
technique
parents
as
like
temp-
if anyone heard
Now,
that,
if we pull
because
out the
everyone was
template
like
tariff,
awake,
it'll shut down the whole production.
woke everyone up,
Right,
and they like got jump scared. They like jumped out of bed.
technical.
'Cause of that.
You'll need to turn around while I do this.
And also today was like the first time I heard the longest
Bring
thunder,
your daughter to work.
or just like the longest bass, you know?
And 40 potato batteries.
You know, like there's like a,
I mean, I realize they're
there's
children,
like
but
the
still,
lightning first, like the flash, and then there's
fairly science, really, isn't it?
there's like a like this bassy thunder, and then the loud one.
That it's this way. Okay, let's try this way. All right, now she can't
I
use her
heard
turrets.
like the longest bass-y thunder today. It was like a couple minutes long, and I've never heard it, never heard that before.
This is the neurotoxin generator.
And there was also like a couple,
Not gonna be
like-
able to just,
like
you know,
two
push
more-
it over, have to apply
two
some
more
There's our handiwork.
separate
I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel
thunders.
pain of a
What would you
sort.
call them? Thunder
It's all
strikes?
simulated,
Thunders?
you know.
Thunder?
I'm afraid the door. What are you doing? We don't know what that about. Well done. Let's see what's
But I don't think they were as loud.
Smell neurotoxin.
Will there be a Portal 3?
Neurotoxin levels are going down.
There will probably
That did it.
be a
Neurotoxin.
Portal, not a Portal 3. There's definitely not gonna be a Portal 3 in the name. It's gonna be like a Portal something, Part 1, and then Part 2. It's gonna be a Portal 2, Part 2, Chapter 2.
Leave me in. Leave me in. Don't press it.
Not so fast.
Portal Stories, Alex.
Think about it. this.
Portal Stories
You need to be
show.
a trained stalemate associate.
Whoa,
to
that'll be
press that
cool.
button. You're unqualified.
Who's winning right now? Zach is actually winning. Zach is winning by about 30 seconds. They're actually so no one's like really lost too much time unless they both Ew. Unless they both lost time like equal amount of time. I'm gonna explain a couple of things in case you're just tuning in. Zach won the first race. It's a best of 3, so if Zach wins this race again, he'll win. They're playing Speedrun mod, cuts down all the cutscenes, removes everything, cuts down the game by 30 minutes. It's a source game. Just like Half-Life, Counter-Strike, Team Fortresses. So there's like B-Hop and stuff. Yeah. I actually live somewhere where there's like really extremely low chance of tornado.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group.
I think there hasn't been a tornado here in like 40 years, but it's still possible. And I honestly thought there was going to be a tornado.
Broke every bone in his legs.
I didn't even want to look outside, just in case I was going to die that very night. Because I didn't want to stress myself. I get the gel. What does that mean? I want the paint. What are you guys talking about? Oh, Bill. Bill got this last time, like first try. It was insane.
Do not get covered in the repulsion.
Oh no. I'm not part of the control group. I get the gel. Oh. I see. Oh, and you want the paint. Why would you want the paint? Why are they doing cube clip the wrong side? Don't know. I'm actually guilty of that. I figured out that one side was faster, but don't know.
Coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it, so we can track the neuronal activity.
Bill out there having an average repulsion intro. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. If he was ahead, then it's typical for someone to lose time when they're ahead. I want to see someone do a stuck launch, man. Guys, what is wrong with that? Faster repulsion intros for me, yes. Ew, what the heck? Did you guys see that, Zach? You saw like inside of shell. I swear to God, I saw like some hair, some teeth.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here.
Let's actually see how ahead Zach is, if he is ahead. Actually, he's definitely ahead. Bill is a map behind, I think. Bill is a map behind and his timer is ahead, so you hate to see it.
Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant.
Finale 4 crashes. I've never crashed. Ever. Actually, no.
Just up ahead.
I have crashed, but not like in in that one map, or in any map. The only time I've crashed, I think actually it's all been on 3 gels. Maybe not. I just remember crashing on 3 gels, and I don't know why. It was like this thing where I load a save, and you know, like when you start your game, you see like this background, and then like the buttons play single player, play cooperative, and stuff like that. So yeah, I loaded a save, and I saw like the main menu background, no buttons, and I was like, how do I get out of this? And so, like, I loaded a save, and then my game crashed, and it gives me this like error. It says like I tried to load a save before something finished or something like that. Don't know. Those are like the only crashes I have.
I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful.
Zach, Miss Leminska, please. I want something to happen.
Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result,
I actually haven't eaten anything. I'm like not hungry at all. It's like 3 p.m.
still a few things left to wrap up, though.
Wow. Just gets it every time.
$dollars worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought 'em anyway. Ground 'em up, mixed 'em into a gel.
This guy, by the way, has record on this map. This guy has record on all the dumb maps. So does anyone have any stories they want to tell? Trying to think of another story.
But that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's
Stories, yes.
powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you.
Stories? You got a story?
One, and that's with some
I just did a speedrun of XCOM EU. I have no idea what that is.
If we're going to explode, let's at least
But cool story.
with some dignity.
Cool story nonetheless. 8 minutes in, I wanted to reset. What, you were like behind? Oh no, Bill. Then I improved world record by 3 minutes? What?
Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power.
This one time I was fishing with my brother.
It's a better
I
plan.
got 3 fishes and he got none. Then he asked to switch places and I got another 3 fishes and he got none. You still don't have a 34 so cool story. That fish story actually reminds me of something. I already told a couple of friends this story. But so I live in Texas, right? And then to the right of Texas, like the southern end of Texas, there's an island called South Badger Island. And a lot of people go there to like just like as a trip. And you can fish there and stuff. You know, it's just like just an island, you know, typical island stuff. And so I was going along like this bridge with a couple friends. I was going along this bridge with a couple friends, and we saw this one guy. He was fishing along like on the other side of a fence with their family. I think it was like, if I were to guess, I don't really remember the specifics, but it was probably like, you know, a dad holding like his daughter's hands, you know, and they were both like on the fishing pole. Both had their hands on the fishing pole, and so they were like, they were all like screaming because they like got a fish. And so like they got the fish out and they were all like super excited. They were like, yeah, we got a fish. And then they and so, you know, they didn't actually take the fish with them. They, you know, they let go of the fish, and then, you know, they just left. But where they were standing at, they were like they were above the sea level by like maybe 7 feet. But in front of the fence, like a couple feet below them, there was this little like place where you can stand on. It's like a foot wide, of like concrete, and I guess they didn't see this. But they let go of the fish, and the fish landed there, and it was just like
Coming, don't start yet, don't start yet.
they didn't see the fish. They just left the fish there on that little piece of concrete just to die.
Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stuff.
I cried. I cried for the fish.
Disappointed?
F. F for the fish.
Probably nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing.
The
Apparently,
poor
the
fish,
signal
man.
It's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why
What do
can't
you
promise
do?
a test?
What do you do when that happens?
Now he's playing classical music.
Do you like catch it again? Does someone go down there and like land on that little concrete thing? Like kick it over?
Oh, what was that? There was nothing. There was nothing.
You're on Speed Gaming 5, feels bad, man. This is not Speed Gaming 6.
If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
I've actually only had one race though. Oh, I don't know about Bill's. Yeah.
To me,
Bill actually put the cube so it like just
proximity
it
to
blocks
test
out.
something might give us stronger results. What was that?
These cubes are super annoying.
Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you said. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you.
So yeah, Zach, I think, still ahead. What map is he on? Yeah, Zach is definitely ahead.
Had a brainwave. I'm gonna
You know, one
take
time I saw
solving
200 viewers
these,
on Speed Gaming
then
6.
watch 10 at once. Get 'em all
I think that
focused
usually
into
happens,
process
like,
science.
just by hosting.
I'm gonna need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright?
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions?
So yeah, in case you guys think this looks fun, you guys should go ahead and speedrun Portal 2 speedrun mod.
My facility.
Go to speedrun.com/p2sm.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor.
And yes, follow the runners.
One or two more tremors in there, just for fun.
Morning.
Alright, still nothing. I let him keep his job. I'm not a monster.
That looked
Ignore
weird
what I
for
say.
Zach.
Just might as well, give me the tour. To your left, you'll see some lights of some kind.
There's
Don't know what
actually,
they do.
if you think the commentator is the top commentator, follow him.
Something huge.
Yes,
You
dude,
want
please,
right
thanks.
there? Here, I'll turn
Don't
the
listen to this
beam
man, play Portal 1 instead.
To your
He like
left,
never
you'll
streams.
see
I
some
actually
lights
streamed the
of
other day,
some kind. Don't know what they
but
do.
the
very
reason I've been
scientific.
streaming less
You're
is
right.
because
Something
just I have a really bad computer and like it's always skipping frames.
Yeah, just,
So I'm like
getting
tired of
a
that. Even at
text
streaming at
ready
like 30
for
FPS.
You, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one.
Portal 2 greater than Portal 1, better than Portal 1, yes. The only thing I don't like about Portal 1 is how like the portals are like literally rockets. They take a while for them to land. Like just projectiles, slow moving projectiles.
Or maybe he still is, in which case, well,
Plus there isn't, I don't really think there's actually like a tutorial, really. Not speedrunning is better than speedrunning. Yeah, if you speedrun a game, you must hate yourself.
so he's inexplicably happy all of a
Dude, I have no idea. I don't know.
going out of his mind with test withdrawal.
Is there a tutorial for like inbounds?
I'll bet you're both dying.
I think
to
Ken
know
even like
what
did
your
a
big
thing
surprise is.
where he
Well,
explained what happened.
2 more chambers. Surprise! We're doing it now.
There's literally a dog. Oh,
Credit where it's due.
you might look into that.
Specifically to come up with
Oh, you see, Bill actually got it there. He got chocolate chip milkshake maneuver.
No. Don't do that.
Twitter ones speedruns are just like
This is the part where I
a
can
long
pick
out
you
of
up.
bounds
Seriously,
CM
do
run.
come back, please.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really want to
Decided I'm
do
not
like.
gonna kill you, okay?
If I want to speedrun Portal 1, I
Just
wouldn't
thinking
want to
back the
do
old times, the old days when we were
the main
friends,
category,
girlfriends.
any percent.
I can't help but notice.
I don't really know
you're
about the
not
main
coming
category,
back,
but
which is
probably is.
different. Oh, I've got an idea.
Can't get behind it, yeah.
draft. Did something break back there?
Bill's pointing him like when he zooms in
Flying out the roof, it
and
went-
he shoots, you can like
those
see
were
it.
crap turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter, because I'm still
Oh, top
holding
left.
all the cards. And guess what? They're all
Dang,
all
fast!
deuces. Never actually played
Except
cards
for the
means
fact that he
clear.
lost control.
Anyway, new turret, not defective. Ace of fours, the best hand. Unbeatable, I would imagine.
Did you know that Brazil produces a third of the world's oranges? That's insane.
Crashing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years.
What pace is Zach on? Like a 33. Everyone, throw your predictions.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Oh wait, he's open at like 3. He's okay. Yeah. Oh, hit the wall. Zach, I'm guessing is gonna get 33 20. 30 23. Actually, he I think he messed it up last time. But
Corrupted cores.
he's gonna get worse time than 1 minute. I think finale 4 is like 1 minute 20, so if you guys wanna like,
Do it a few times. He plugged me in. Look, even
Yeah.
if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies for the
I'm gonna change my prediction. I'm gonna go with 30. No, I'll stay with the 33 20. No, wait, you know what? No. 33. I don't believe in Zach, so 33 40.
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to it.
God, he almost missed that.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%.
What happened?
No bomb preserve.
Okay, great. Here comes another
Everyone raise your predictions.
Situation. Oh, hey,
Yes!
Warning. Core corruption at 75%.
I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like he's gonna get a 33. Not really, actually. I don't really know if he's gonna get a 33 40.
Here's another core. This one should do it.
Whales are
No! He's doing good. No!
At 100%.
You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Stalemate resolution associated. Please press the stalemate resolution button.
No! Wow, way to throw your prediction after he finishes. Dang, Zach actually I think was like not that far behind his PB. You're so close. Oh my god, you actually were, yeah. Jake was close the first time. Anyways, what is Bill gonna get? Bill's gonna get 35-10. No, I don't know. 35-20. Also. Dang, Bill's behind by like 2 minutes, man. What happened? Fortunate. Chapter 7 happened. 3 jails happened. Okay, he hit wheelie. Oh, what the? That lag. What did I guess? I already forgot. 35-20. Okay, I'm way off. Mo, he hit moonshot though. Nice. They should be ready, or they should be joining in a bit. I think they should get the DM. Yeah!
Yo, what is up?
You're bad.
What?
What's
The
your
first run was bad. The second one,
Hello?
Hey,
Bill.
Yo.
what's your PB, Zach?
32-49.
What did you throw?
What do you mean?
What did you actually beef?
On the first run, like half the maps, and then on the second run, like laser chaining, and then a few more after that.
Oh yeah.
The second run
Actually,
was
laser cheating.
the second run was fine. First run, I was not very happy with at all.
Yeah, first run for me, I cannot deal with live events. So I was just like nervous for like the first half of it.
Yeah, me too.
But until after I think it was like column blocker or something, I was like plus 50, but I kept the plus 50 until the end. So
Oh wow.
I got
Pretty
those.
good.
It's pretty okay. Then second run was it was much better, but it had like bigger mistakes, like bigger chunks in the same
Mhm.
map.
Mhm.
Like,
What's your PB?
mine is 3506.
Oh wow. Did you? What did you get? Like the? Was your second one faster than the first one? It was like,
Wait.
you got like a 36 something the first one.
Yeah, I got like 36 flat first one.
And it's still pretty
Like,
good.
like my sum of best is way better than my PB. But
What is it?
let me check. It's 3115.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
It is a
How many
huge
runs did you
margin.
do?
What?
How many runs did you do?
I have 102 attempts.
Wow, that's like way more than me.
Really? That's way less than me.
I don't reset much. I have like 42 finished runs.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
That's way more than me.
Okay, well, you guys did good. You guys actually came pretty close to your PB. So, any last words?
This tournament is weird. That's all I
What do
can
you
say, man. Cause like I don't know if I had like high expectations for it, but it's just going so weird. Like people that improved a lot since seeding, or people quitting. Like my like predicted path on the brackets is really, it's going really weird. Like first match up against the worst player in the tournament, literally. Second match is this one. And from seeding to now, Zach improved like 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have two. I had like a 33, and then I got like a 31 now.
Yeah, and then
Minutes.
I have next match against Inflame. Then after that, I was expecting Cursey, but Cursey dropped out.
Yeah, that's.
So I have like Magic Salad. He doesn't even play the game. So like he plays Pro and glitchless. That's his main thing.
Oh.
So
He
like,
probably
I don't
wants
know.
like put it to speedrun, so he probably knows, kind of has the idea of what to do.
Yeah, it's just like I thought I would have less like obvious matches, right? Oh,
Right.
you look at it like, oh, this person's gonna win, and you look at it, the next one, oh, that person's gonna win. I thought I was gonna have less of those, but it seems like it's turning that way. We'll see. But if everything goes well for me, next exciting match should be against Daniel. So
Yeah, you're gonna beat Daniel.
I mean, I really don't know. I don't know how Daniel is in full game. He has good times, but I don't know about his consistency.
Yeah. So about you, Zach, any last words?
Not really. Good game, Bill.
Yeah, it was a fun match.
Okay, GG and goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.